My general advice is step one is always following the guidance of what your high school is requiring, because if you miss that, like, sort of the protocol that your high school is encouraging you to follow, it could get challenging to get this done in a timely manner. And if your school doesn't have a protocol, be the one who asks your guidance counselor, like, hey, what should I be doing time wise to get this? We often will get a letter of recommendation from a counselor that gives a bigger, wider picture of who you are as a student in a high school curriculum. We often will get a teacher recommendation. Sometimes it's one or the other. We are an institution, and there are many schools like Binghamton that only require one. It's to give us a kind of another viewpoint of you as a student in the school curriculum. We will sometimes get outside of school recommendation letters, and that is fine. We would count that as a supplemental recommendation letter. It could be somebody that you interned with. It could be a program that you're involved in. Those are always another good piece there. But the key first part would be to focus on getting somebody from your school specifically to talk about you as a student in that school. And the other quick thing I'll add in, don't simply ask for the letter of recommendation. Provide that recommender with things that, even if you think they already know it about you, remind them. That will help them really put the dots together to tell us a story of who you are.
Okay. I saw someone write about how do you write a good college essay for
Mhm.
the application and what are any important tips to keep in mind?
So we were talking a little bit about this earlier, but from how to get started in a sense, if you're looking at, say, the Common App, which is a big platform that a lot of students will use to apply. There's hundreds of schools on it. There's 7 essay prompts. You pick one of them. You don't have to write 7 different essays. Um, but maybe start with, the prompts are generally the same year to year. You can look at the ones from this year. But over the summer of junior going into senior year is really when you want to spend some time writing if you haven't done so already. Pick a few of them, answer that question that the prompt's asking. And if one of those questions that you're answering feels, I'm really more excited to write this one, or I have better ideas with this one, then you're off to a good start. Maybe start with that as your really primary draft that you're working with. But constantly keep reflecting, am I writing something that I just think the college wants to hear? Or am I writing something that I want to tell a college? If it's, I'm writing this because I want to tell a college this, that's good. If you're writing it because you think we just might want to hear it, that's a little trickier because you're assuming something. And that's where I don't want you to spend too much time on that. Focus more on things you really are excited to share.